G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. I have got a new mold to show you today. Now you've seen my large round tray mold with the matching large crushed velvet disc. This is my extra large crushed velvet tray. Now the difference is, look, the crushed velvet is built into the mold with this one. So it's all in one. And I'm going to use it today to do a tray. And I'm going to go for the water look. I told you the other day I was going to go for water look. So I'm going to use this mold. I've mixed up my platinum. I've got a new, well, it's not new, but I'm using this one. Platinum High Temp 100. That's A, that's B. 2 parts of this one to 1 part of that one. And I've got 2 cups. So 350 grams of A and 150 grams of B. You can go in like volume, but I prefer to do weights. Now I'm taking inspiration from this little piece that I did ages ago. It's got that ripple effect on the back. So I'm just going to pour on the top and keep the ripple effect on the back, okay? Doesn't matter if that's on the back. We'll have the flat top. So I'm not going to do sand. I just want to do water. I'm going to do pale, like shallow, getting darker and darker and darker. And I'm going to step away from the blues this time. I'm going to go for shades of green. And then I'm going to put these handles on because I think I've only got gold ones left. So I think the gold would go really good with the green. Well with the green. Right, so I have divided my resin into 4 equal cups. It's probably about 2/3 of a cup of each. And I'm just going to get started. Put a little bit of that one in. This might take me a little while, but hopefully not too long. So yeah, just shades of turquoise and then getting into a really dark, deep sea green. Okay, so this couple more drops. This is Ranger turquoise. That's going to be my shallow water. Now I've told you this before and I'll tell you again. It's warming up fast. What you see in the cup looks much darker than in reality, okay? So just to be aware of that. Now this one is just, I'm not sure what color it is. It's just a liquid tint from Resin. It was a sample that was sent to me, so I'm not sure exactly what it is. But I may mix a couple of colors together, like a green and a blue. So that's a bit too green for what I'm wanting. So I'm going to add some of this Ocean Resin Tint by Color Passion. A few drops of that one. So basically I'm just gonna, if you want to skip to you know, past me mixing, I'm just gonna mix 4 shades of like turquoisey greeny tints. And see what we can get. Now this one, this is Deep Sea by the Octopus Fluids. I think that's going to be my darkest. I'm just going to give that a good squirt. The difference in the color here. This is more of a bluey green, I think. Hopefully I won't get too many bubbles. I haven't used the Platinum High Temp a lot. I think I've only used it once to do a plate, and then I put it in the dishwasher. Do you remember that? That was good. That was fun. Is that one? Okay, this one's way too green for me, for my liking. I'm just going to go and grab some blue. Hang on one sec. Just got to go over here to the back of my studio. See if I can find, oh gosh, I can never find it when I want it. Gosh, where are you? Where are you? Might already be, actually it might already be on my table. That's what I can't find it. Maybe, I don't know. I've just got this one, Midnight Blue from Resin. Oh, and it's empty. Of course it's empty. Of course it's empty. All right. I don't know where my dark blue is. Okay, we'll just do this one. It's just a bit green for me, that one. So I'll go darkest green, kind of mid green. This one needs a little bit more. Oops, I've spilt. I've spilt. What can I clean that with? So the high temp, you could pour to 12 millimeters, it says on the box, on the bottle. 12 millimeters. I think that will do. Now I need like a mid color here. Let's do a few of those, and then just one of those. Oops, two went in. I'll see how that looks. Kind of need something between these two, really. Whoops, that's a bit blue. I can feel them warming up, which is fine. Now, would I do that one first? Maybe that one first. No, that's the darkest. We'll put a bit more of that dark green in that one because I want that to be the darkest one. I want them all to kind of blend together. So shades of bluey green, you know. I'll make this one a slightly more of a blue, so it's not quite so green, and then I can go that one first. And then that one. Just takes a little bit of time, you know, working out what colours you want. Spilt again. Now, tell me what you think about having a built-in crushed velvet. I see it sort of two ways. One way, you know, obviously you can only use it for crushed velvet, but it's going to be very easy to use. The other mold, you have to buy the tray and the crushed velvet separately. So yeah, it's just a bit different that way. And then this way, obviously, you just buy them both. It's all in one. Okay, I think this is going to do. I better get a wriggle on. Get a wriggle on, hey? So there's my bluey greens. Hopefully they'll be all right. I'm not doing any sand or any shells or anything like that. I just want minimal, but, you know, looking like water. That's what I'm hoping to do. Okay, I think that's it. I think that will do. Yep, that'll do. Hopefully they'll look pretty. All right, I'm going to just spray my mold. Look at my gloves. Spray my mold with a little bit of alcohol just to help break that surface tension and stop the bubbles from sticking to it. But I think I'm going to have a few little bubbles. I was going to use my river table resin for this because when I used it the other day for my dragon, oh my gosh, I was so impressed. Like, you know, with hardly any bubbles. So very impressed. But I've only got a little bit of that, and I thought, oh, I better not use it all up. I'm just going to put a little of each on first and see what they are looking like. And then I can add more colour if I want to. Loving that. I think this one needs a touch more of the green in it. Happy with that one. This one just needs a little bit more green, like so. because I wanted all shades of green, and then this is the darkest one at the top here. Look at that. Make sure that goes right into those little rim at the top there. Beautiful. I might make that a tiny bit darker. Another drop of that, and another drop of that. So you can put them down, like put your colors down, and then, you know, think about how they look. If you want to change anything. And I've dripped. Get out, drip. All right, so that was my first one. This was my second one. So this is heat resistant to at least 100 degrees Celsius. So if you want to put, not necessarily hot things on it, but you know, like sometimes when you just put, like, I don't know, a bowl or something, and then, you know, it leaves that ring. So this is, it dries rock hard, diamond hard. So, you know, you can put a bowl or whatever you want on there without worrying about it leaving a mark, like some resins do. Right, so now we go again, a little bit more of each. I think the only issue with alcohol inks, sometimes they tend to leave like a little blob of ink. Sometimes it's hard to get rid of. Try and pick it up. Quick torch there. All right. I could feel it warming up, so I don't know how long the work time is on this particular resin. It doesn't say on the bottle. I must ask. So what are you thinking of my colors so far? Do you think they look pretty? They blend nicely? But yeah, when I did my dragon, as I was saying, I used the river table resin, and I was really impressed with how bubble free it was. So I may like try and use that for more rather than just, you know, my usual 360 plus, because I really liked it. I did. I'm just going to put that across the two there, just to kind of break up the colours a little bit so you don't see that definite line. I'm going to use up all my resin because I know that it's going to take this 2 cups to fill it. And these two here, these two, I'm just going to blend a little bit because I don't want to see, you know, the line of where they join. And I'm going to change sticks and use this stick. Because I always do blues, you know. I thought I'm going to try the bluey greens for a change. All right, that's me done. Done. So with the, whoops, there's a bit of a streak there. See, when you cleaning out the side of your cup. Sometimes the ink has kind of stuck to the inside of the cup, so you're going to make sure that you do mix it really, really well. Let's just blend those two there. And blend these two a little bit. I don't think you're going to see like a definite line, because it's got all those, you know, crushed velvet kind of markings in it. And of course the resin's going to move and pull in from the sides and do what resin does best. So there we go. Alrighty. Let me just clean my hands. And I can use my torch. Now I can see some little bubbles and things in there. This little blob of colour. I don't want that in there. Now I've shown you before, and I'll show you again. Let me take my gloves off though so I can do this. I've shown you before and I'm going to show you again. If you get a little torch and shine, you'll be able to see the bubbles. So check around the perimeter. You probably can't see what I can see, but I'm checking around the perimeter. Whoops, headbutt the camera. Oh gosh. Like I couldn't see them with the naked eye, but now that I'm shining my torch on them, I can see them clinging to the edges there. And you know, if you can get rid of them, why not? Why not, I say. So push them up to the surface and then they'll either pop on their own, or you can use your heat gun or your blowtorch, whatever you're comfortable with. I wouldn't spray it with alcohol because this is going to be the top. We're not flipping it over and doing the other side, we're just doing the top. So I found that spraying with alcohol does leave a residue, like a watermark on it, so I prefer not to. I prefer just to pop the bubbles, and then you can come and have a look in here as well, and you can see if there's any there. So I'm just going to give it another whack with the torch, and that'll get rid of those ones that I can see. I just put it on eBay. I looked for the one that had the most power, like 99999, like a million or something, or 900,000 or whatever it was, whatever that's measured in, but it was the highest I could find that it was measured in. All right, so that's basically it. That's I mean, I will come back and check again for bubbles, but I won't bore you with waiting for me to pop them. Now, once it's almost set, I don't think I can do it now. I could try, but it's, you know, because it's all uneven, I'm going to wait till it's kind of half set and then stick these in. Or I may try and do it now. We'll see. I'll come back to you. I just need to take a tiny bit out. Actually, I've gone over just a touch. I need to take a tiny bit out. I put some fresh gloves on. When I was mixing, I was trying to go 350 of one and 150 of the other, but you know, sometimes it goes over and you end up with a bit more, and then you have to add more of the second one. So I've got a bit more than I actually need. So I'm just going to drop that bit of paper towel in there like so, and I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to put it over here onto this bit of paper towel, and then that's going to be it going out. Hopefully I shouldn't have let it drip in there, but yeah, I was trying to be careful, you know, as you are when you're mixing up 2-to-1s. You try to not to go over, but sometimes it's oops, and you've gone too far, and then you have to add more of the other one. And so anyway, that's what happened. And I just thought, oh, I'll use it all, but I didn't actually need it all. So, because I can see I'm sort of going over here towards the edges a little bit. It's a little bit too full. So, just thought I'd show you how I empty it if I've got a bit much, because some people like to see everything, which is fine, and that's how I do it. If I've got a little bit too much in there, I just drop the paper towel down and do it that way, rather than trying to scoop it out with a spoon and, you know, make a mess. I just do it that way. So we'll let that settle. Yep, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to tidy up my edges there where I've got a little bit of overflow, and then it's probably better if I put the handles in now. So I've just got my baby wipe. I'm going to wipe around the edges. I'll just push in, and because it had overflowed just ever so slightly. Again, you know, it's because I've never used this mold. I wasn't sure exactly how much resin to use, but now I know. Don't go over 500 grams. Oh gosh, you know, even like an ounce or 2 makes a difference. So this one, I will make sure I've listed it before the video goes up. If you want this mold, it will be in my eBay store. Just going to do this all the way around. And then I always push back into the center like that, rather than out over the top of the mold. All right, so that's looking good. Looking good. Make sure I've got every little bit off. And if you miss a bit, you can always sand it, can't you? All right. Now, let's do these handles. All right, so I'm going to attempt to put the handles in while it's wet. Only because when it gets hard, like one day I left it too long and it was rock hard. So about there and there. See, it's really tricky because it's you know, it's textured, obviously. All right, now I need one of you to hold this one. Oh gosh, that was silly doing both of them together, wasn't it? In case one falls over. But what I'm going to do, this one's okay, it's just this one's being difficult. This one is being difficult. I'll put it further over. You just got to find somewhere where it feels level. I've got it right on the edge of my crushed velvet disc. Stay. No! I need one of you guys. Can you come and help me, please? I'm going to do one at a time. I'll fix this. It's all right. I'll fix this. I knew I should have done one at a time. So what I'm going to do, I'll have to clean that end out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of tape and very carefully tape it to my board. Okay, and hopefully it'll stay. Now I'm just going to pause you while I go and clean up that mess on that other handle. No big deal. I just put some alcohol on my baby wipe, cleaned it, threw that out, got another one, cleaned it, wiped it with the paper towel, and we are good to go. So When things happen in the studio, when bad things happen, just take a breath. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. We can fix it, okay? That's what we've got to remember. We can fix it. It's okay. Now, it's gonna be a bit difficult to see where I've lined them up because that's covered in tape. I can't really see where this one's going. I still need you guys to come and hold this for me while I get my tape out, okay? Because it's gonna fall again. Oh gosh. I need someone to hold that for me. Right, how do I do this without it falling? I want to find somewhere that it's going to be stable, but if I let go, it's just going to fall again. Oh gosh, I wish I had someone's help. Quick, 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 quick. I did it. I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it. Oh my gosh. I'll just tap that down, make sure we've got the tape sticking properly all the way down. Yay! Now I've made a little bit of an overflow there where I pushed him in, so I'll just go in with this. Carefully, carefully. Holding my breath. Oh gosh. So I made a little bit of a wave there when I was pushing the handle in, and it kind of pushed up against the edge. There's a tiny bit there, but I don't know if I can get in there. Got it. Phew. All right. That was a bit nerve-wracking, you guys. Oh gosh, now there's something flew into it. So you're going to have to sort of come back and check, make sure there's nothing flown into it, or get your food net, something like that. But I think we're right. I'm going to stand back over here and have a look at my handles. They look okay. They look okay. Cross fingers that they're going to be all right. All right, and don't burn your tape. All right, so that's it for me. I'm done. I'm done. I need a coffee after that. But make sure that you've got your tape ready, I guess. Or someone to hold the handles for you while you tape, okay? And I've taped them to my board. Hopefully they'll be okay. Right, I will see you guys tomorrow for the grand unmolding. Right, you guys, I'm back. As you can see, it's the next day. These have worked a treat, yay. Nothing's fallen over, so let's get them out. I'll reuse my tape. Well, I'll put you over there. And take you off. All right. Now, where will we start? I've probably got a tiny little bit of overflow that I'll have to sand back. Suction to my bench. Got it. All right, here we go. Oh, look. This is the best part. Love this part. Where the mold comes away. Look, there's a little bit of overflow just there. Let me just get that little bit. Hang on, I've got to find my little clipper. Got it. It went underneath. Like that little bit of resin went over the top. All right, here we go. I do have a few bubbles. I didn't see them earlier. Look! I didn't see them earlier when I was, shining my torch, but never mind. Never mind. It's water. It can have bubbles, can't it? All right, here we go. Oh, got it. Last little bit. Yay, it's out. Oh my gosh, look at it, you guys. Wow, look how pretty that is. Oh wow, look at it. You put it down like that and you can see the color variations from our light to our dark. There's the back. If you wanted to make it, these could be, you know, feet for it to stand on for some reason if you wanted to, but look, I don't know. You never know what people want to do with their things that they make. That's how I would have it there. Pick it up with its little handles. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Let's see if we're focusing nicely there for you. I hope so. Hopefully you can. And does it look like water with those ripples? Hey, you can see it, the colour more when it's flat like that, hey, on the background. So there you go. Let me know what you think of this one. And yeah, like I said yesterday, only a few minutes for you, but would you prefer this like all in one, or would you prefer the tray and then you put the velvet inlay in the middle? It's such a gorgeous sheen on top. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing, but it's beautiful shine. No marks on the top, no amine blush. I tend to get amine blush when I use like a really thin resin, not so much with the thicker resin. So wow, love it. Really happy with that. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again for the next one real soon. Maybe I'll do one with some sand and some shells and things like that, but definitely going to do water ones again. And you don't have to do the back, you know. If you're doing the chameleons, yes, you do need to do the backs, but if you're just doing water like this, you don't need to do the backs. So there you go. All right. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for the next video. Bye for now.